Okay, so I think it's time for some proper introductions. My name is Vihan Fernando. I am 19 years old. I am a second year engineering student. I was born in Sri Lanka, but right now I'm based in Canada for my studies. As a photographer, I started out as a wildlife photographer because I really liked it. But right now I'm trying to get more into portraits. I think it's going pretty well. Okay, so now that introductions are out of the way, today is a pretty boring day. It's gloomy outside, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be pouring soon. So I don't feel like going out, but I'm pretty bored. So I think I'm going to go location scouting. I need to find a few good places close by that I can use to take some good portrait photos. So there's a place called St. Vital Park. I have never been there, but it's like 7 kilometers roughly from my place. My friend will be joining me, and we will head out and see how it goes.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping.
The next bus is in around 40 minutes, so I think we are going to take this path down to the park.
It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can...
Trail leads to the St. Vital Park. I probably should not have worn these. And this right here is the cemetery.
No, no, nothing can break me. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else.
Okay, so yeah, extremely close to St. Vital's Park, and this place looks like a really good place for portrait shoots and photography. Okay, so the first mistake, and the main mistake, that most common mistake people make, is not checking your photograph once you click it. Well, these tips might seem like pretty simple and common sense to you, but these are some of the things that most people make, most mistakes that most people make. So the first thing is always check your photograph once you have captured it, because there are many things that can go wrong. Your photo may be slightly out of focus, and your photo could be overexposed or underexposed. So always check your photograph once you click it. And also do not trust the display of your camera, because it doesn't show you properly. So it may seem really good, but once you import the photo into your computer, you will see that something's wrong. So always zoom in, especially when you're checking the focus. Always zoom in and make sure that the photograph is focused onto your subject's eyes, if it's a person or an animal. So the next tip that you should know about is let's use this. Okay, so the next mistake that most people make is, like, for example, if you change your lenses focus mode to manual and then you for something else, and then when you are doing the shoot, you photograph while your lens is in manual focus. If it is only slightly blurred out, you may not see it in the viewfinder. So in the end, once you're done with the shoot, you will realize that your whole shoot is slightly blurred out. That would ruin your work. So the main thing is, when you're shooting, always remember to check that your lens focus is focusing properly. Even this tip may seem simple, but even I make that mistake most of the time. So always check and make sure that your lens is in autofocus when you are doing your shoots. Another thing is missing focus. I don't know if it happens in the high-end cameras as well, but in my camera it sometimes happens. What happens is that when your subject is in your photograph, when you focus, your camera focuses on something else, and so when you take the photograph, you will see that your subject is blurred out and something else in your background is completely in focus. This could happen a lot, so always you will notice this when you check your photograph, and when you do, always correct your mistake. So what I normally do is that the small tiny square, that's the focus point of your camera, you can see it through the viewfinder. Always focus with that tiny square held at your subject's eyes. That would give crispy, good, sharp photographs. Okay, so I think now we'll move towards the park and let's see what it looks like.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I've been feeling so small. Watch the cloud.
All in all, this place looks really good. I think there's a playground on that side, but I'm not going to go to that area because it's too noisy and I'm still not done recording my video. So I think this is a good place on whatever you plan on doing, relaxing or shooting a vlog, taking photographs, whatever you want to do. This seems like a good place to visit.
Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna take a...
Okay, so the last thing I'm going to talk about is the fact that most photographers think they can fix all their mistakes in post-processing by using Photoshop, Lightroom or the other apps. That is the completely wrong attitude for a photographer, and you shouldn't do it. So the main thing I'm going to say that is that you should try to get the best outcome from your camera itself without even thinking of post. Just forget about editing when you are taking your photographs. If you see something wrong, always correct it. It will just take a few seconds, but your photographs will look a whole lot better. Let's say, for example, there's a photograph where the sky is blown out and you manage to somehow bring it down and make it look good in Photoshop or Lightroom. But you will notice that most of the details in the sky is missing. It will look like it will just look gray. But if you just change your settings and recapture that photo, you will see the nice colors in the sky, and also you will see clouds and everything. So that's the thing when it comes to mistakes. You always need to correct it. It will just take a few seconds. Just recapture another photo rather than thinking you can always edit it and make it look good. Alright, so I think that's it for the mistakes and the tips. I'm going to end it right here. You can watch the sunset for a few minutes. Okay, see you. Hello again. So I sort of forgot to say that when you realize that you cannot get a good looking image in post, you will already be too late. So just make sure to click that image again. It will just take a few seconds. Okay, bye. Okay, I promise you, this is the last time. So what happened was I forgot to talk about the last mistake. Well, the last mistake is not backing up your images. It actually happened to me too. This thing died and never turned on again. The vlog I'm recording right now should be my third vlog, and my second vlog, all the video clips are in this, but it's gone. So what happens is that you could misplace your SD cards, or you could just forget about it sometime later and format it altogether. You might forget that you didn't copy it, and you could just format it. So what you should do is, as soon as you have access to a computer, a hard drive, or even iCloud if it comes to an iPhone, just back it up, and so then your footage will be safe even if something happens to your device. What happened to mine was I sort of put it in water and I plugged it in without wiping the charging port, and it never came on again. I don't know if Apple can fix it, but should give it a try. Anyways, make sure you back up your photographs. Well, that's it. All right. Enjoy that sunset. See you. Bye.